Hello guys, I'm back from another video and today we're talking about what if I was in My Hero Academia. So, in the last video, I was looking through the city as I would see a weird looking figure wearing a similar type of pin to my channel logo and also seeming to do something weird. But unfortunately he escaped. And then they were told, or at least I was told, in school or in UA that they're going to be having a sports festival very soon. And so after a while of training, it's finally time for the sports festival. Well, Hajime, aka me, we won some of the events until we get to the final event, which I defeated um the opponent or the final person that I had to fight. So after that, we were attacked by the League of Villains, and I was captured to be brought to my old childhood friend Izumi Midoriya. So that's basically what happened last episode, and so let's talk about what happens next. So, after getting captured by these Nomus, I was brought forth to Izumi. As Izumi would say this, hey Hajime, so, remember how I said that I won't? Well, that I will kill you next time when we meet? I lied. I'm giving you one more chance. Will you join us? Just, please. I was your best friend. Why won't you just let me join? Why won't you just let me be with you? As Hajime would say this, because I want to become a hero. I thought you want to become a hero, Izumi. As she would say this, come on. It was a stupid dream. A stupid dream. I couldn't become a hero just because I wanted to be. It's because I'm quirkless. That's the reason why I couldn't become a hero. That is why. Wait for a second. And that stupid symbol of peace that call himself the hero, a hero of peace. But he's nothing more than tyranny itself. He should pay with his life. And that is why I want you to join me. After seeing you change this much, I want you to come with us. I want to show you what true justice is. What true heroes can do. Unlike these fake heroes, like Bakugo over there, those heroes in training. As I meant Hajime, goddammit. Wait for a second. Hajime would say this. Sorry, but I won't let you. As he summons out his persona, Adonius, as he will say this, I won't let you do this, as he shoots out the blast of fire at her. As one of the Nomus jumps in, sacrificing itself, as she would say this, using your persona or whatever to try and destroy me, even though I was your childhood friend. Ugh. Either way, maybe I should take you as a slave, or maybe even turn you into a Nomu, so we can be best friends forever. As I meant Hajime, god damn it. Hajime would say this, nope, as he would kick the Nomu right in the face, crushing its brain with his foot, because, I don't know, maybe these are like steel tip boots because of the silver part, I guess. So, after doing that, he would start running towards another Nomu and slices the head off of that. As All Might would be set free as the rest of the heroes to charge in. As she would say this, kneel. as she would use her, well, her quirk, domination touch, or dominator's touch, which basically causes the people around, well, Izumi to basically just like kneel down, as she would say this: "Do you really think that you can ever beat me? I'm stronger than you. Even though I was quirkless, this hate, this rage fuels my fire for vengeance." As Izuku, not Izuku, I meant Hajime. Hajime, god damn it. Anyway, Hajime would say this: "What are you, some sort of edgelord?" As she would say this: "Either way, I want you to join us. This group, this group of disgraced people that have been that has been disowned by society. Society, and I want you to join us. After all, your quirk is quite powerful, and people, almost every single person in our school feared you. You were like a villain, and I want you to join us. Please. I was your best friend. We were like brother and sister. Just please." And I know about your crush about me back then. As he would say this: "What?" As she would say this: "Yeah, I learned about your crush during one of my, well, dark times. When Bakugo was talking about it to me, well, he just shoved my face into the toilet. I I want you. Please. Just come back with me, Izuku." As Hajime would say this: "No, I can't. You've changed. You turned into a villain. I thought you wanted to become a hero," but she would say this: "I don't want to become a hero anymore. I hated that life. I hated everything about them now. And if you don't want to join me, then just die." As she would create blades out of nowhere, he would say this: "What the?" As she would slice these blades at, Hajime. As she would say this: "Love these weapons? I got a brand new quirk from All for One." As she would throw the sword in the air and grab it back from the air. As she would say this: "It's called shadow manipulation. It allows me to create any type of weapon out of shadow." Huh, kind of similar to Miss Momo Yairose over there. But either way, I will defeat you. As she would start charging in at, well, Hajime, as Hajime would bring out his axes, as they would start dueling. Like, just imagine a fury of strikes, like similar to Heracles versus like Shiro in the one of the Fate timelines. Just imagine that. Several swords, several, not really several axes, I mean, like, two axes, several swords start clashing. Um, Wait for a second, something happened. Two, several swords and several, not really several, more like, two axes clashing. They hear the sound of metal and this gooey substance, being the swords that are made out of this stuff, basically started, ringing all over the arena. Everybody seeing this was impressed, seeing, Hajime's, like, fighting style, as he would summon out Adonius, telling him to use his, special move, as he would say this: "Iceberg eruption!" As a gigantic iceberg would appear, as this iceberg basically just, like, freezes the entire area, as everybody that's not like the heroes were basically frozen. As he would say this: "Meteor impact!" As he would summon in Adonius, as Adonius creates a large ball made out of molten metal and purple fire as it starts coming down like a meteor towards Izumi, as Izumi would teleport again, as the meteor would just, miss her entirely, as she would reappear behind, Hajime. Hajime would use his, gun as a shield because it's pretty thick, as in triple C thick. Because like the metal that's made out of this, like the gun that's made out of the metal, like the metal that's made out, like the gun that literally is the metal, like it's literally made out of a metal that's literally super powerful. That it even can be used to be like it can even be used as like a shield. So he used it as a shield as he starts shooting it at Izumi. Izumi would start charging towards him as Izumi will get ready to slice at him, but Bakugo breaks free. Bakugo would create an explosion right in front of her face as he would say this, "Hey, hey, Ajime, are you okay?" As he would say this, "Yeah, but I think it's better for you to go. She's probably even more powerful than you." As he would say this, "Tuh, whatever. Besides, this nerd needs to learn what her place is in this society. This bitch deserves to, well, what it feels when a hero in training is about to beat her ass." As for Kendo, Momo, and Jiro, they also start joining in. As she would say this, "Damn it, I'm overmatched." As she would say this, "I'm sorry, heroes, but unfortunately I have to go now. My boss is calling me anyway." As she would jump on a pillar of ice, as she would say this, "I hope to see you again. Ta-ta." As she would fall off the ice pillar, teleporting away. As for the Nomus, they disappear as well. At the little event, they basically started like pumping up the security of the UA campus. So yeah, everybody was like well pumped up about like last time because they literally saw both Hajime and Izumi fight each other to the death. And it was really cool for the audience because it's basically like another show for them. So, after that little, mishap, they started getting ready for another, thing. And this thing is the, wait for a, the dorms getting completed. And so, some of the teachers would tell their parents that they can, let their children stay in the, in that place being the, wait for a second, in the UA dorms. And so, both Mitsuki and, well, Bakugo and Hajime's father, which I kind of forgotten the name, they picked, decided to go for the dorms because at least they won't, hear the noises of, just Shine in the morning. Just like, Shine in the morning. Anyway, so, as after they finished up the paperwork, they started moving on as they started moving to the UA dorms. After seeing their classmates, including, Momo and Jiro, and also, Kendo, they basically started picking their rooms. In Izuku's case, I meant not Izuku, I meant Hajime, god damn it. I meant Hajime's case, he would decide to stay in the dorm room, which is right next to, some of the girls' dorms. Well, apparently this is a decision for, this is a decision that's made by, you know, by Principal Nezu, because why the hell not? Because Principal Nezu is a trolling butthole sometimes. So, yeah. Well, he's like, Hajime would just, stay there for now, as he would start changing his clothes. While he's changing his clothes, he gets a knock at the door. And he thought it was a boy, so he just got, still stayed shirtless. As when he goes there and opens the door, he sees, Take a guess. It's Jiro, and Jiro would say, "Hey, is anybody there?" As she would see, well, Hajime half naked. As she would say this, Hajime would say this. I thought you were a. As well, she would say this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. As Hajime was just like, yeah, I think I should just close the door. As he would like close the door, like pretty slowly. As she would say this, I can't believe I just saw him half naked. I can't believe I just saw him half naked, like over and over again. After that little incident, it's basically freaking dinner time, which everybody just like goes to the community fridge and the community kitchen so they can cook their dinner. As everybody was making dinner, well, let's just say the girls were asking well, why Jiro was like, all pale. And yeah, let's just say she doesn't tell them about that incident. As one of the, guys being, Kaminari would say this. Hey, Hajime, did you remember, that I just heard a scream nearby your door, right? As he just, Hajime, he's literally, like, drinking some, like, coffee. As he spits it out, just, like, spraying the entire, like, coffee table and says this. What do you mean by that? As he would say this. I just heard a scream, and it sounded like, Jiro's. And I think I just heard you just like saying, I can't believe I saw him half naked over and over again after leaving your dorm room. As some of the girls would just like look at Jiro, and some of the guys would start looking at, Hajime. As, let's just say, Momo's yandere instincts just like kick in. As for, Kendo, she would say this. Wait, she saw Izuku. I meant, not Izuku, I meant, she saw Hajime half. What? As some of the guys would say this. Uh. Too much information, Kaminari, and how the hell did you know that? As, Hajime would say this. Exactly, how the hell did you know that? As he would say this. I have my ways. Don't ask. Oh god, just imagine it. Like, everybody just like sees like or hears it. They basically just like, what the fuck is wrong with both of you? So yeah, after that, they basically gone to sleep because it was a pretty awkward situation. And it was his first time sleeping in the dorm room, so he falls asleep pretty soundly. The next day comes as everybody starts going to class, as they were told to go and pick their hero names. And so, as, he leaves being, Eraserhead, a brand new teacher arrives, being Midnight, as everybody was picking their hero names, including Bakugo. God damn it, sorry. I just ate in breakfast. Not breakfast, I meant dinner. Sorry, I thought I just, burped in the actual, recording. God damn it. Anyway, so, after picking, Bakugo's hero name being, King Murder Explosion, Destruction Guy, or whatever, as it's Hajime's turn, as he picks this name. Call me the masked hero. You can call me Deadeye. As he brings out his gun in front of everybody, as everybody thinks it's a cool name. As Midnight would say this, why Deadeye in the first place? As he would say this, well, I think it's because of my costume. Or every time when I use my quirk, every time when I use it, it transforms me into a cowboy-ish type of costume, which I think it makes sense. After all, Deadeye is a term for a type of I think type of shooting style, but also is a name of a famous outlaw. As one of them would say this, being Bakugo would say this, not bad. Maybe you should pick that instead. As Mizuka would say this, so is it acceptable, teacher? As she would say this, yeah, it's good enough. And so he starts going to his internship, or his like millions upon millions of internships, and he sees something in particular, Endeavor, and he decides to go for Endeavor's agency. God damn it! So he goes for Endeavor's agency, and so after that he starts getting ready to go there, where he has to like pack all of his things so he can stay at like a nearby hotel. So like it's nearby to Endeavor's agency, so it's better for him to like go faster there. So after making an appointment there and also telling them that he's going to be staying there, and so he starts leaving to go to that hotel and then go to the agency. So wait for a second. So after getting there, he meets up with Endeavor and also Shoto. As Endeavor would say this, I can't believe you actually decided to go here. Most people don't really want to join the number 2 hero for some reason. Don't know why. But either way, it's nice to meet you. You can just call me Mr. Endeavor. As, Hajime would say this. You can call me Hajime or my, hero name now. My hero name is Deadeye, the masked hero. As he would say this. Not bad of a name, Deadeye. Now, to our first patrol. And so they started patrolling the city, mostly looking around, seeing if there's any villainous activities. Well, it was just a simple day. There's no any villainous activities for now. And then the next day it was just the same as well. No villainous activities at all. Hajime was starting to get frustrated because he really wants to have some action. And then there's the Thursday where the third day was a bit interesting. Where he sees a man just running away, he seems to be pretty suspicious and so decides to go over there. After, looking around, he sees that the man is wearing this similar mask. He didn't really see his face all that much, but he does remember that he had red hair. But he also seems to have several red scars, like ones that are recently inflicted on him. As he looks over and sees Hajime, he seems to be crawling on all fours like an animal, getting ready to chomp on him. As he starts putting on his cloak, as he starts hardening his skin, almost similar to Kirishima, but his skin seems to be more craggly and more looking like it's damaged. So he starts hitting those weak points, those scars, as he would feel a lot of pain. But he keeps attacking, like he doesn't even care if it feels painful. His claws are even sharper, even causing a hard metal dumpster to basically be torn into sunder, like instantly turned into like a sheet metal. As he hears a sound, a whistle, as he would start disappearing, climbing on the walls and disappear out of sight. When Hajime looked around, he was no longer there. He would report this to, Endeavor, as Endeavor thought it was weird because he does, remember that during in one of his patrols, before, Hajime came here, he saw a woman with similar types of clothing, a cloak, and wielding a sword. Specifically, a sword that resembles a pirate cutlass. She seems to have pink skin and seems to have one broken horn. Her eyes were almost pure golden, but one of them seems to have been ripped out from her socket, like it was intentional. She attacks by using this almost poisonous gas and also spewing out this corrosive liquid which causes the ground to basically just rot away, as they thought it was weird. But those descriptions, it sounds like Kirishima and and his friend, well, her, or at least like Kirishima's friend, Mina, they sound like the culprits. He would tell this to Endeavor, as Endeavor would say this. If it's true, then we should try and investigate this. So, after that, well, moved on to, like, the other days. The other days were just pretty much simple until it was the last day, being Friday. Which, when it was Friday, they looked around as they see the skies above. They see several portals appear, as they see several Nomus appear, as they would see, well, Hajime with some two other people. These two other people were, well, a guy with several scars, looking like a rip-off version of, like, Frankenstein, but if Frankenstein was like an emo, edgy boy. And another seems to be a girl wearing a schoolgirl uniform and has, well, scraggly blonde hair and tied up into buns. Other, a really weird costumed man. Another, a man with a top hat and a weird mask wielding a cane and seems to be quite the gentleman. And the other seems to be a man that's literally like tied up and literally has blades for teeth. Yeah, you probably know who they are. So, they started causing chaos as, well, Izumi would tell them to start causing like a lot of damage throughout the city. And so, after Hajime, Endeavor, and, well, Todoroki were told of this, they started moving to that area of the city to try and stop them. And so, this will be the end of this episode. Sorry guys, this is going to be the end of the episode, so sorry. Don't worry, I'll make another part very soon. But don't worry, you'll just have to wait. Okay? Good. So, I hope you liked the video, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.